It's the voice of Indiana County. It's WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, and WCCSradio.com, 8:45 on your Tuesday morning. And it's time for our monthly visit with the folks from Indiana Junior High. A couple of student council members with us this morning. Our conversation brought to you by Marcus & Mack, voted best personal injury law firm in the Best of Indiana County contest. Marcus & Mack, a law firm representing injured people. Ladies, good morning.
Good morning.
It's good to have you both with us here today. Who's my leadoff hitter today? That's you. Mm-hmm. Okay, go ahead.
Happy Valentine's Week. The Indiana Area School will not have any school on Friday or Monday, which is President's Day, so that parents can have conferences with their children's teachers. At the junior high, we have been working on numerous initiatives throughout the past 2 months. Stuco had a Valentine's Spirit Week for the month of February. Yesterday was wear a hat or a bow to accessorize yourself, and it was a hit. Today is wear a tie or necklace to bedazzle the day. Tomorrow, the students should pull out a pink or red shirt to show off their Valentine's spirit. Thursday is Slipper Day, as we slip into the long weekend. Stuco sold flowers for $1 each to spread joy around our school during the Valentine's Day season. When a student would buy a flower, they would also get a note to send with it. Stuco will screen these notes and send out the flowers and notes tomorrow on Valentine's Day. In partnership with Mr. Harrington, Mr. Karcher, and administration, Stuco has been working to improve our morning announcements. In this effort, the administration has purchased a new teleprompter, which we have set up. Also, we have established a fun box in the main office for students to insert a quote, joke, or fun fact that will later appear on the morning announcements.
Stuco has assembled a team of dedicated students to sort through the clothes in Hannah's Closet, which is a place for less fortunate children of our school to get clothes and hygiene products. We have also been working with Mr. Starch to improve our school store, which is a place for students to spend the points they earn throughout the school day for positive behavior and doing the right thing. We have provided Mr. Starch with a list of suggestions, and we have been setting up students to help and manage the store. We have reached out to the elementary schools of our district to have a Read Across American Day. This will have Stuco travel to the schools and read their classrooms and have a follow-up activity. As this time, we have only heard back from Eisenhower Elementary School.
Mm-hmm. Is that everything?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well, okay. Well, it's good. You both did very, very well.
Thank you.
Let's learn who you are. You were our first reader. Who are you?
I'm Jordan.
And Jordan, what's the last name?
Grove.
And what grade are you in?
7th.
You're in 7th grade, and?
I'm Tenley Anderson. I'm in 7th grade, too.
And you're in 7th grade, too. Okay. So, Jordan, let's talk to you first and find out what 7th grade is like for you. You having fun this year?
Yep.
Yeah? So what's going on? What are some of the things you like to do in school?
Well, I really like to hang out with my friends and I love to go to art class and math.
Art class and math?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's interesting. What are you doing in art right now?
I already had art, but we did a clay project that represents our family traditions and what we do for the holidays.
Mm-hmm. Have you worked with clay before?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Last year.
Yeah. So what did you make?
I did a Christmas tree with sledding on one side and candy canes and stockings.
Mm-hmm. So you fire it then?
Mm-hmm.
You do all of that? Yeah. Come out good?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good. Good. What about math is appealing to you? What do you like about that?
I like that we're doing simple equations like 1-step, 2-step, and 3-step equations.
Mm-hmm. So that's fun for you.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful. Clubs, sports, any of those?
Right now I'm doing swim and lacrosse.
Mm-hmm. Lacrosse.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool. Swim and lacrosse. They require energy, man. And endurance. You've got all of that, huh?
Thanks.
Whew, I'm tired just thinking about it. And what about you? What's 7th grade like for you?
It's fun. I like it better than 6th grade. I like English class. I like reading. So.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
What are you reading in English class right now?
Well, I read a lot on my own, but in class right now we are reading poems by Edgar who is it? Edgar Allan Poe, I think.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, we're just starting reading poems about him right now.
Yeah. Poetry, sometimes people can get into it and understand what's going on with it. Sometimes it's completely over their heads. It's almost completely over my head. I don't understand
Well,
it.
it's kind of over my head too. I'm not very good on poetry.
Yeah.
I just like reading regular stories.
Are you reading fiction? Is that what you enjoy most of all, or nonfiction? Or
I'm more into fiction, yeah, like novels.
yeah, wonderful. What are some of the things that you like to do in school other than that?
I don't know. I do like art too. I like hanging out with my friends at lunch and seeing them throughout the day.
All of those things.
Yeah.
Sports, other activities.
Well, at the moment, I'm doing swimming and softball and a little bit of soccer right now.
All
That's
right.
it.
Now, you mentioned something during your report about, forgive me if I get it wrong, Hannah's Closet. So tell me about that.
So
Because I think we've talked about it before.
Yeah, Hannah's Closet is a thing with like students that, well, I'm kind of just reading off the paper again, but like less fortunate kids to go and get clothes, hygiene products, like anything like they need that they aren't like supplied at like at home or like on a daily basis.
And it's student operated.
Yep.
Yeah. So is it with donated clothing items?
I think we are going to get like a donation thing up and running to get like more like trendy and stylish clothes to come in and stuff that like students will feel comfortable coming in and getting and wearing.
Yeah, yeah. Sounds like it's a lot of fun to work with, but it sounds like it's a great cause too. Yeah, so you're both enjoying it. Wonderful, wonderful. Hey, thanks for coming in and sharing with us today. We appreciate it so very, very much. We're going to call the principal, Dr. Michal Minnick, in to visit with us this morning as well, since he's here.
Good morning, Mr. Marino.
Mr. Minnick, it's good to have you with us here today. You always bring us fascinating young students to talk with us.
Well, Tenley and Jordan are both two rising stars for sure.
Oh,
they're great kids, wonderful representatives of student council, and I mean they're just dynamic. You know, you hear a little bit about their background. I always feel like it's. This sounds a little presumptuous. It almost feels like a sense of pride, even though I have very little to do with student being dynamic and successful in school. I feel like what they bring to the table, our student council, that is, it's just very special. You know, it's an interest in improving the school and leadership, and desire just to grow and to step outside of their comfort zone. I know that for both of these girls at the beginning of the year, getting on our school announcements was a little bit nerve-wracking. So to come here today, you know, and to be transparent, prior to coming out, they were getting a little pep talk from our student council president,
who's here,
who is here, with us. Yeah, looking dapper as always. Lane Wolf is our student council president. Well,
let's demonstrate looking dapper. Go ahead, Lane. Step in front of the camera.
Come on over here, Lane.
There you
I'll
go.
stand you're next to Tenley.
There you
So,
go.
Go ahead,
Nice.
Lane. Step in front of there.
Hey, Lane, it's good to see you again.
It's good to see you.
When you work with others in student council, and when when you get together as a group, I'm sure the ideas start flowing around, and
They do.
You've got all kinds of different suggestions that you can follow through on, huh?
Some very opinionated people in student council.
Very opinionated. Well, it's wonderful that you've got ideas flowing back and forth, huh? Mm-hmm. Yeah, terrific. And working seventh graders and eighth graders.
And sixth graders. We've got the whole mix of them all.
Yeah, you've got that great variety, and particularly for the sixth graders, this is their first experience of any sort doing this sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it must be pretty exciting for them too to know that they have a whole new role to play.
I think it is.
Yeah. Now let's ask our ladies. When you're in seventh grade now, but when you were in sixth grade, you were probably just beginning to learn the types of things about working together as students in a student body. Now that you've got a year's experience and you're now in seventh grade, is it easier for you?
Seventh grade is definitely easier than sixth grade. I wasn't in Stuco for sixth grade, but I definitely learned a lot from being this year.
Yeah. Tenley, what about you?
So in sixth grade, it was my first year. I didn't know like really any of the seventh or eighth graders. But now I built since I got I moved up a year and I got more experience with people. You can build off each other's ideas. Mm-hmm. So it's you kind of get to know each other, and it's way better in 7th grade that now you get to know each other and know their ideas and thinking process.
You get into the flow of things. Of course, something like student council needs adult leadership as well. And Dr. Minnick, of course, you've got folks that can mentor these kids in how it is that they're supposed to not only behave but conduct student council meetings and the whole process.
We are so fortunate. Mrs. Hubbard was discovered last spring. She was in the building doing some substitute work, I believe, for us in the spring, or maybe it was a visitation day. I don't exactly recall, but I know that she expressed interest because our full-time teacher, Mrs. Chaycott, I'm sure you've recalled Mrs. Chaycott. She's on a sabbatical this year, and we miss her and love her, and she's a wonderful mentor to these students. And there is hardly a day that passes where I'm not expressing some gratitude for Miss Hubbard stepping in and Mrs. Hubbard stepping in to a huge role. I mean, those are tough shoes to fill, Mrs. Chaycott's. And Mrs. Hubbard has just done a phenomenal job. It's hard stepping in as a long-term sub, and she's done a phenomenal job. She just, not only is she well-organized and creative, she gives kids boundaries and room to navigate, their own growth and development. So they're free to express ideas and to come up with initiatives for the school. They're putting together a trip for student council to go down to Washington, D.C. and, see our nation's capital and all the inspiring, awesome, memorials and monuments to great leaders. So things like that are coming back. And, without great leadership from, their teachers, Mr. Starch was also named. He's a new teacher to the junior high school this year. He came over from Northern Cambria, so it's like a free agent signing, and he's taken on the PBIS, oversight of PBIS in the school store. So without good people, these things just don't happen. They just don't, they don't come into fruition so easily. And so we're very thankful for really good people. But again, the point I wanted to make with these kids, to bring it back around to the kids, just seeing them grow. These are such formative years, the middle school years. So to see them grow and to come into themselves and to be expressing confidence and to speak so well, I'm really proud. I'm really proud of them because, even though I have like sort of a stand in the background role in terms of their individual growth, they really are doing it. These young ladies are going to be powerful, influential women someday, just as our gentleman, Mr. Wolf here. They're going to be influential people. And to see them building relationships and really building upon their strengths is a wonderful thing. It's a real blessing.
Boy, now he's giving you a whole bunch you have to live up to, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, thanks everybody for coming by for the visit today. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
It is the voice of Indiana County. It's WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, and WCCSradio.com.